All right. I think we are safe. Yes. Wow. Welcome. Welcome, everybody, to me simulating the 2025 championship going into the 2025 season. We're going to be controlling Sauber because reasons we have no other control. We're going to leave the... I've changed very little in terms of what to expect. I've made it so that every single driver transfer is perfect. I've gone into the race calendar. The race calendar is the same, and this is me just trying to, how should I put it, make the 2025 winter break feel less, what's the word for it, depressing, to say the least. But I'm gonna take a look at what I can do with this team. Some of the staff that we knew of have also moved on, just to see how it's gonna be, what's it gonna be like in general. I would say it's gonna be fun. I'm not certain, but I think it's gonna be fun to see how this driver lineup performs. Let's take a look at our car. I've not taken a look at anything. I've just sped through what's it like in the calendar. What I am going to do though is going to go here and load up the database editor to take a look at where we stand as a team going into this entire scenario and where we specifically place. Let me get window capture. There we have it. There we have it. That's what our... That's what where we are as it stands. Right here. We are a considerable way down. Top speed, we're not last. Acceleration, we are middle of the pack. Low speed, we are absolutely nowhere. Medium speed, we're nowhere. High speed, we're not last. DRS effectiveness, absolutely dog water. Dirty air tolerance, absolutely shit. Tire preservation is just abysmal. Engine cooling is meh. And overall, we are the worst car on the grid. Although, I did a lot of upgrades. That's crucially the whole point here. I did a lot of upgrades trying to get this to work. This is the calendar. The sprint weekends and everything are all working perfectly. It's all correct, as far as I know. So we're starting down under in Australia, China, Japan, then going to Bahrain, the Middle East in 2 races, then Miami, then we go into the European leg, and then with a brief jump to Canada, Austria, which unlike 2024 is not a sprint weekend this time around. Belgium is though. Dutch Grand Prix, doing the entire thing, and then going to the Americas to finish off with the last 2 Middle Eastern races, Qatar and Abu Dhabi as the season's finale. Let's see. Let's take a look at the teams, what we expect. What we are going to do is, which I'm not going to touch, is take a look at our, just everything, realistically. It's looking like we have to refurbish a few things going into this season. We've only spent 4 million of our cost cap. That's not bad. Attributes, drivers, I mean, let's take a look at what our drivers are rated. Of course, we have got all the drivers, and I've tried to keep the, how do you call it, the reserve drivers in there as well, just to try to make it as straightforward as we can. Let's take a look. Hulkenberg and Bortoleto are not performing higher than they should be. Jesus, okay. Let's... Verstappen is 92 rated and he's going to perform like a 94 rated driver. Wild. So in this database, I've seen it once that a particular driver is rated 94, 92, and then some of his aspects are +4, +2, +3, and it goes from 99 to 102. So it's like, how does that work? One thing I do realize that I didn't do was the driver numbers. I think. Yeah, I don't think I did the driver numbers. I don't think so. Antonelli is using number 90. No, I believe he's using number 30. He's supposed to be using number 30. Hulkenberg just 27. Porsche. Bortoleto is using 59. I think the driver numbers are not right, but okay, that's a small nuance. If you want me to fix it, I could fix it, but I think for now, let's go ahead with what we have going on. Let's go into the car. We have the worst car. Our tire preservation is the first and foremost. Suspension really needs work, and I have a temporary shutdown. Fuck. Okay. Let's take a look at sponsor negotiations. Do we want to go with performance reliance? Or do we want to go on upfront? I think we'll go for upfront payments predominantly. Or do we want to do performance reliance and then go for the very high paying level 2s? I mean, it gets us 31 million in race day performance. 38 mil. And that puts us at 20. So this puts us at 42 mil. Whew. But 21.8 up front. This puts us at 27 up front, but 38. Yeah, 38. I think... I don't know. This is a 91 million. But crucially, it's gonna be a difficult one to make work. You know what? Go high or go home, right? Like that's our main goal, right? All right. So let's go to car parts and get an understanding of our chassis. Our chassis airflow middle is absolutely goated. Our DRS delta is shit. Okay, fair, fair. I understand that. Our chassis is not terrible. Our front wing is absolutely dog water. Okay, so our front wing really needs some work, and our rear wing needs some work. Our side pod is also not terrible. I mean, considering everything. Okay, underfloor. So everything needs a massive amount of work. Okay, good to know. Let's focus on pit stop times in the beginning. No, we focus on pit stop errors. I mean, it doesn't reduce anything. It just gets us improvement overall. Let's keep that going, right? We have Jonathan Wheatley. He should get us to some level of improvement. So let's keep an eye on what we expect. Ooh, that's cool to see. How is that possible? Oh yeah. Okay, so I had to change some of the drivers and the lineups and that kind of stuff. Because database editor makes it difficult to get drivers to go in particular positions. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Anyway. So after the first race, this will even itself out because it says we have 26 drivers. The crazy thing is, in this particular save, as I was doing it, Yuki Tsunoda, Alexander Albon, so everyone down here after 21 was out of a seat. Imagine that. I believe he has doesn't have a driver contract, but he has a and Giovinazzi has a contract of sorts. And I think we'll see this one thing. Give me 1 second. All right, so let's get into it again. What was I doing? What was I thinking? What was I gonna do? Team rosters. I mean, we know what we are expecting. This is the team roster for the real F1 championship in 2025. Max Verstappen, Liam Lawson. A driver pairing that I made a video on about how I thought that perhaps it might have been better to have Lawson stay in V-Carb and have Yuki Tsunoda be up here. I mean, opinions are to be had, so I'm not gonna go there, but if you want to know what my thoughts are about that, I have a video on that on my channel. But anyway, but we have them here. It's done. It's done and dusted. Let's move on. I mean, this Ferrari pairing is going to be an absolute. Either it's going to go swimmingly or it's going to be an absolute shit show. I think either one is equally plausible. George Russell, Kimi Antonelli. Kimi Antonelli might perform amazingly, or he might sink. He is a very big wild card. He is media may put him up to be the second coming of Verstappen, but like I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I realistically see that ever happening. I mean, Isaac Hadjar getting a call up in his first iteration is crazy, but it's nice to see that there is some new blood. Jack Doohan as well getting a call up, but you never really know if he's gonna perform. Is he gonna be able to keep his seat this season? Don't know really, but we'll see what happens. I mean, Esteban Albon gonna have his first real challenge with Carlos Sainz. I think Carlos Sainz is gonna mop the floor with Albon, but not by the way that we think. We're gonna be controlling these two: Gabriel Bortoleto and Nico Hülkenberg. Hülkenberg is probably the star of the show, realistically. Ocon, Behrman, probably two very aggressive drivers. The only driver pairing that I think is gonna be just exactly the same. Realistically, there's only two driver pairings that have actually stayed exactly the same. That's Aston Martin and McLaren. That's it. The rest have all had some level of driver change. Wild. These affiliate driver stuff, I've not done that much. We do have Colapinto driving in F2 again, but I don't think if it's realistically that's what is going to happen, but it could. Let's get started with the upgrades already. We need some front wing. We know this. We were last in the championship. The last time around. No, you were ninth. We were ninth. Okay, we're gonna go front wing. Tire preservation. Go front, down, down. Sensitivity down. Let's go with that. And just try to get the performance we need out of this car. Damn. Okay. It doesn't get us much performance, but I think it has to be done in this way. We have 61 million to burn. We're gonna do that. Medium speed, this down. Their sensitivity we'll leave as it is, or maybe not. We'll reduce it to some extent at least. We'll gain expertise in that scenario. Our medium speed is relatively good. Let's go into underfloor. And we will put a bunch of ATR into this. High speed performance needs to be gained. Drag reduction, don't care. Let's keep it there. And we'll counteract. Whoa. Our high speed is apparently not so bad that we need to worry about it as much. Suspension is of course the last one that we kind of need to make work. Let's make that work as well. Suspension. Tire preservation needs to be had. We need some massive amounts of tire preservation. Let's focus on this and reduce this. Drag reduction absolutely needs to go down. That gets us a minute level of performance. There we have, or we just go like this. Let's just say fuck it, right? Let's just say fuck it and just go for it. I think that's the best idea. Let's go 14%. What's the most we can get out of this? 19. It's just 8 positions. And it gets his performance overall. Why not? Let's put 3 people on that. So this all should come in for the first Grand Prix. Let's go to facilities. We have a bunch of stuff to refurbish. Which is some level of a which can be very problematic. But in this scenario, I think we're gonna accept all of that. 75 days. Oof. That's a painful one. That we're gonna only have 3 upgrades happen in time. Ooh, okay. We still have 37 million. That's good to see. For what this is? Whether the first Grand Prix is in 35 days. You know what? We're gonna acknowledge that delay. Let's be okay with that. We're all right with that. Suspension simulator is done. I mean, I'm okay with any of that. All right, car part test center is also complete. I don't know if midway through upgrades have any level of effect. I mean, we do have our 2 drivers. We need to keep in mind that we're going to be Audi in 2026. Which means we have a lot to look forward to. Alright. I spent a lot of my time in the first season focusing on reducing the speed, going down with the speed of the whole team. There we go. First suspension is in. Let's put 4 suspension over here. Let's get that done and dusted. And the underfloor comes in as well. This will not be completed in time. So we are okay with that. This is the underfloor. Alright, so we're not gonna have our front and rear wing done in time. Crap. Okay. Maybe I should have taken a look at that first and foremost. That's okay. That's okay though. I just refurbished the wind tunnel. Why are you screwing me like this, game? Oh my god. Alright, sponsorship plans time. We're gonna see how far we get by not putting drivers in to any of these. Something I have learned though is we need to get as much we need to go as forward as we can. Because that ensures that we're not going to be in a problematic situation in the long run. Okay. Ooh, we have a few left over. I'm gonna struggle here, aren't I? The front wing and rear wing are in, but we don't have... Alright. So, our first 4 upgrades are in. Let's now go on to chassis or side pod. Let's go for side pod first. We'll put the last bit of our ATR period into that. This will gain us performance in the long run. We'll go middle or front. Front doesn't get us any overall gains. So we will... What does drag reduction do to us? It improves that, but... by not much, but that does get us something. Engine cooling... That gets us some performance. Ooh, what does this get us any information? Let's keep that. I think. Yeah, let's work with that, I think. And we'll get the expertise that we can get across it, and we don't have anything left over for the design, so we'll keep that. We're gonna do 2 upgrades at a time from this point onwards, mainly because we want to get everything done on time. Gabriel Borletto, cornering is an 81. He's already at, in some aspects, he matches. So his reactions, accuracy, overtaking, and smoothness and control are the things where he is not matching. But his pace is absolutely there. Isn't it? I would say. His development rate is absolutely monstrous. Yeah. That's, nice to see. And he's 17 years younger than Nico Hulkenberg, so that says a lot as well. Let's get an understanding of what the pre-season testing has shown us. We're focusing on errors for now. I mean, if we go balance, it bumps us up a little bit, but it doesn't reduce our overall time, which is not great to see, actually, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it's not great to see. I should probably turn on the lights, huh? Well, that's okay. For now, I think it's okay. If you guys think the lights are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, let me know. We'll put 1.1 and 15 over here. Should get us a bit of performance there. Go up that way, reduce that, and DRS delta goes up. Or engine cooling. Let's go with that. It improves our DRS effectiveness by a certain... by a considerable amount. Ooh, 6 positions. 0.042. 42 is what we need for the meaning of life, and that also means that gets us 6 positions, which means it moves us up from 10th to 7th or 6th. Best in high speed is what that means. So let's run with that. Alright, so we have our first set of components in terms of underfloor and suspension. We are the worst car on the grid by a considerable margin. What this will do is it will put us a little closer in terms of high speed. If we go into there, this will tell us how much better this one is in medium speed. It gets us from 19th to 5th, which means it makes us the third best car on the grid. Because first is 1-2, 3-4 is second, 5-6 is third. It makes us the third best car in medium speed. As you can see, it gains us 4 positions in medium speed, which means that's a rear wing, and the front wing puts us 5th best, 4th best in low speed. And as it stands, we are 7th best. No, 13th. That's 5th, 6th best car on the grid in terms of high speed, which is not something we need. As you can see, our best track was probably right at the moment going to be Japan. We're gonna probably simulate this first race because I don't want, because as you can see from the title, we're simulating it. What I am going to do though,
it's wonderful to be back down under.
Ooh, it's rain. Rain is a great equalizer. Let's not forget that. Which means these two are gonna perform at a very monstrous level. Their mentality is overall negative. What we can do is emergency manufacture 2. It eats out of our cost cap, but it does guarantee us, this is the way that I was gonna do it, where it does guarantee us a car that can absolutely perform at the level that we would like. Because let's not forget, they have no knowledge of the car. Important thing that we can now see is the cars. Gonna simulate FP1. We're using the bound setup, just the basic setup. Gets us 49.49. Which means we're probably gonna run this setup. We're gonna run this setup for Hulkenberg, and this one for Gabriel. Gabby. For Gabby. Gabby. Saying Gabby reminds me of that iCarly show, you know, like no, I think no, that's Gibby, isn't that? I think that's Gibby. Yeah, I think that's Gibby. I might be remembering wrong. Yeah, that's probably Gibby. Correct me if I'm wrong though. Alright, we're gonna run that setup. And that's another simulation. I don't think we have had a crash. That's the main thing we want. We don't want anything to be a crash. Okay, after this, we're gonna take a look at the results. FP1, 10 and 19. But Hulkenberg did not run the soft tire. That's crucial. FP2, the exact opposite. 8. And then both ran soft tires. Not very good. Although Williams seems to be... although Williams looks like they're gonna struggle. Alpine... Antonelli might be struggling. Yeah, so let's get into qualifying. 93-93, that's good to see. We're gonna leave them at that. And let's take a look at managing qualifying and see what we can do. It's been a while since I've managed...
Green light.
Since I've managed qualifying in this game. I am going to change the livery.
Radio check.
Yep, loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Alright, let's take a look. Okay. Quicker than the Haas, at the very least. Borletto, 4/10 behind his teammate. Not bad.
Yes.
On the first set of runs. We are expecting to not be out of Q1. Antonelli was behind us. Haas is behind us. Hulkenberg might be through. Just barely. Although we still are going to do a second run with both drivers. Alright, time to see what they can do. 16th and 20th. Yeah, okay, we're still at the very bottom, but there is some level of promise here.
Understood.
I mean, 2/10 off of the cutoff is not bad. Gabby didn't really improve. It's understandable. Verstappen absolutely walking it. Almost walking it, but not completely. Esteban Ocon with the Haas. So the Haas is a better car. Antonelli was out in Q2. Ooh, he didn't boo well at all. So we're fighting Alpine and Williams mainly. Mainly those are the ones we're fighting here at the moment. Lewis Hamilton still needs to get up to speed, it seems. But Max Verstappen starting off where he left off, winning races. Well, he didn't leave off winning races. He just wasn't able to. He won. He left off winning a championship and then moved on. Okay, time to take a look at what strategy we can or cannot do. Let's just run the medium, hard, soft strategy, I think. Let's edit that to be the medium strat. Let's do the medium, hard, soft strategy. And Gabby does the medium, medium, hard. Yeah, let's run with that. We can always switch them over to the other strategy if need
Final
be.
checks are being carried out by the teams, and it won't be long until we get this race underway.
Charles Leclerc.
For the Australian Grand Prix.
Starting on the front row with Max Verstappen. We have...
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Alright, time to see what these guys can do. Okay, I'm not going to touch anything at the moment. I'm just going to accept it. Gasly got pushed wide. Bortoleto not holding back whatsoever. Ooh. A bit of bumping going on, a bit of bumpy cars, but it's going to be difficult, but it's looking like a difficult one for Bortoleto to kind of try and hold on. I mean, they're fighting, but it seems that our car is just not that great as it stands. All right. Yeah, it's looking... Norris has been dropping like a stone. Norris is dropping like a stone as it stands, which is not great. He's fighting Ocon for 5th. He's fighting Ocon for 5th. What? Excuse me? Okay, I think he's gonna walk it now. Yeah, he's basically walking. He's increasing the gap now. Yeah, but Lawson is on a charge as well, which is back here. Hulkenberg trying to make it work, but absolutely struggling to get past. I mean, there's a whole line until 15th to Antonelli. Yeah, Antonelli is just holding 16th at the moment. Okay, Hajar is dropping like a stone at the moment because he's on softs. Behrman as well.
Big mistake.
Yeah, it's not a big mistake. You were going wide. You just went a little wide. But that's okay. It's his first season. I mean, we kind of expect him to not be able to perform. But the crucial thing is, Behrman already has an issue.
Everything is ready.
Yeah.
All right, we're not running way too far back.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, I think mediums is the right call here. No, we're gonna go with the hards. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put him on mediums again for the end, for the final stint.
Copy. How many bits?
Still on the lead lap, which is important. Stroll is leading by 6 seconds, but he has to pit now. It's a Red Bull 1, 2, 3. I'm saying 1, 2, 3 because Yuki Tsunoda has already pit and he is running in 4th. God damn it. Norris has now picked up the pace. We're gonna push the fuel a little bit. Okay, we have two drivers which are performing very well, but they just haven't got the strategy, the car beneath them, to realistically gain what we need them to gain in terms of positions. Which is unfortunate, but 17th and 20th to start out is okay. Bortoleto is going to have a difficulties. He's going to have a difficulties, yeah. Alright, we're gonna put them back to balanced. Alright, Bortoleto.
Our window is open.
Copy.
Bortoleto is gonna go a
Now, there's one
little
issue
bit
in the
longer.
pits.
And he's gonna go onto the soft.
Safety car. Low charge. Follow the delta.
Confirm.
Try to keep temperature on the front axle.
What do you want me to do?
Beautiful. We got this strategy absolutely right. We got the pit stop without the downsides for the most part. We got what we needed. We're gonna be able to push those tires all the way to the end. Maybe on aggressive even. Safety car is ending now. Let's take a look.
Car will be in this lap.
Let's take a look.
At the restart.
Oh, Verstappen is dead. He's dead in the water. He's on new hards to Verstappen, to Norris's new softs. Yeah, Verstappen is gone. I think Verstappen is gonna finish at the very least 8th, maybe 9th.
I lost it. Sure.
Confirm.
He spins on turn 11 under a safety car. Yeah, this is there might be points here. I am not yet certain though. Bortoletto, are you gonna get us points? Tell me. Talk to me, buddy. Hulkenberg is absolutely struggling here.
Piastri has done it. He's got the win.
Piastri wins, of all people. What happened to Norris fighting? Oh my god. That's a lap and a half.
And after the checkered flag,
Gabriel Bortoletto beats his teammate in the first race of the season. Haas has a terrible day in the office with 19th and a DNF. Kimi Antonelli is in 15th, getting beaten by last year's F2 champion. Carlos Sainz does beat Alexander Albon. I mean, that's a pairing that we kind of expected. Jack Doohan gets beaten by Pierre Gasly. Liam Lawson barely hangs on for points. Yuki Tsunoda gets 8th, beating Liam Lawson in a Red Bull. Max Verstappen gets shafted by a strategy. Lance Stroll finishes in 4th. Okay. Oscar Piastri wins his home race, and literally home race because he just lives like 10 minutes away from there. Lewis Hamilton gets beaten by Charles Leclerc, but he needs time to bed in, so that kind of makes sense, realistically. George Russell doesn't get more than 2 points. Mercedes comes away with less points in the first race than RB, Aston Martin, and Red Bull, while a Red Bull finishes behind them. That's not something you would predict at all. Gabriel Bortoletto finishes within 5 seconds of first, which first outing, not a bad showing. Not gonna lie. Max Verstappen does not convert a pole to a win. Oscar Piastri leads the championship with 26 points. And for McLaren is looking on rails for now, after the first race, to win the championship. We are in 8th with Gabriel Bortoletto's finish in P12. Pit stop championships, Sauber doesn't get anything done. 2.2 seconds is the pit stop that was expected to get into the top 5. Mercedes does get decent pit stops, but it's Ferrari and McLaren and Aston Martin on the top 3. Not bad. Wait, what was the fastest pit stop? 364? 373. Ooh, we were very close to being in the top 10 there. That's great to see. We had 2 very good stops. 3 very good stops off the 4. That's nice to see that. I like that we can perform there. All right. Time to move on to the second race of the season. The conditions are good. We finish above target. That makes sense. I mean, 5th. Was it 5th best? Yeah, 5th, 6th best car in high speed. 7th, 8th best in medium speed. Going into the season. Car attributes. We are struggling. We're gonna accept what we have here and keep going with all that. We have 22 days for the next upgrade to show up. As it stands, Let's manufacture a front wing. 2 front wings. Just to make sure that we have that done in time. There, we have it. And let's get into the race weekend, where we should realistically be performing at a absolutely okay rate. We're not gonna aim too high at the moment. I think we will go with 19th and 19th. We are expecting ourselves to be last on the grid throughout this entire
Just getting settled
season.
here in Shanghai.
So we're down to China, second race of the season. What do we expect? That we're gonna need that in terms of setup. That we need. No, what we expect is we need that to be the setup. I think we need top speed, and we're gonna simulate the first practice session. That's the best thing to do, and then we're gonna go into qualifying, which we of course manage ourselves, which is not something I do very often, or at least in the previous series that I've done. I don't really do that. Okay, 29 and 16, absolutely dog shit. Is what this setup is. This is what we call a dog setup. That might be actually like a 40% setup. Like, not even joking. That might also be a very good setup. Oof. Oof. Okay. Let's start sprint qualifying and see what we can do.
2, 1, green at the moment.
We're gonna send out Hulkenberg, first things first. And let's get an understanding of where the car should be. We're right behind Antonelli with Bortoletto. Sorry, in front of Behrman, behind Behrman, with Bortoletto. 4/10 of the RB.
Currently we
Antonelli is not performing at the level you would expect him to, honestly, because Bortoletto within 300ths of a 7-time world champion. That either means that our car is decent around this track, or our drivers are performing very well. Oh, we're setting them out right behind.
I did a mistake.
Jesus, Gaby, you are struggling.
At the moment you are P14.
How's it looking?
Yeah, I don't think we made it into Q2. Let's go. Wow. But Jesus Christ, Piastri, 4/10. Are you okay, bud? Liam Lawson is out in SQ1. Wow. Okay. That I did not expect that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not something I would say. In the second race of the season, Liam Lawson will not make it into Q2. What did I tell you? Can we edit this? Oh, we absolutely need to edit this. Let's run with that for now. I think we just have to run with it for now, and we'll see how we can do in the long run.
and that should be the green light now.
Okay, Hulkenberg is the last guy out on track.
We're
Oof,
currently
8
P3 of
tenths.
the race. We're in a good situation here. And you can cool the engine a bit.
Copy.
Oof, that's gonna be a.
Don't you are P9.
Yeah, I think we are just about gonna be able to do a lap here. Come on, Gabby. Not an improvement. Hulkenberg, are you through? Hulkenberg is through, okay. P12. I mean, did we beat a Mercedes? We did beat a Mercedes. Wait, no, we beat both Mercedes. Both drivers beat the Mercedes. Okay, so both Haas are behind us, both Williams are behind us, both Alpines are behind us, and at least one of the RBs is behind us, and a Mercedes is behind us. It's looking like we are going to be able to perform at a very decent level, but now the soft tire, it may or may not work for us. That remains to be seen, for all things considered, but let's take a look. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the one run. It's gonna be the one run wonder. Is what we're gonna be doing here, I think. Okay. We were expecting to start 10th, but that's like... Yuki Tsunoda is absolutely proving a point. He's proving something in this game which I don't understand. And you know who else is proving something that I don't understand? Fucking Lance Stroll. Bro is 4th in the Drivers' Championship after one race and is looking like he's going to be getting more points this race. And is out qualified as 2-time world champ. I swear to God, if Lance Stroll wins a championship in this game, I will call this game will be absolutely fake. 10th and 12th starting, that's great. I mean, that's a great way to start. I think we're gonna go down on fuel by 1 lap. Just to push ourselves up the order a little bit more.
Here we go. The sprint in Shanghai.
Let's take a look. Wow. So I have a window over here and it's
and away we go.
and its fog is wild. Jeez. Hulkenberg. Keep it going, buddy. Let's take a look. What do we expect? If we finish anywhere above 15th with at least one driver, I'm happy. Okay, the Haas is a better car, but there is no one.
Big mistake.
Oof. Gabby is making mistakes, but it's okay. He's still a rookie. Rookies are meant to make mistakes. What? Is he out?
Now I think this
Chassis
yes,
suspension, okay.
Carlos Sainz.
We can... That can be fixed. Science's mistake, yes! Fuck you, Science! Sorry. That's... Oh... And he gets a 5-second penalty. Yeah, I mean, we have to pit.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
We understand. Your car is absolutely destroyed as it stands. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Alright, time to get... Time to go a little aggressive. And...
8 laps.
Okay. Yeah, it's not looking great, but I think we accept the scenario over a full-on write-off of a car.
Max Verstappen over the finish line to win the sprint.
What happens with Stroll? Stroll gets 8 points.
Checkered flag.
Oh, that's sad to see. That's sad to see.
We will need the full switch on procedure.
19th and 20th. That's more of a sour day,
Weekend continues
if
with
I
qualifying.
do have to say so myself. That's a very very sour day. Okay. The setup needs some change. Let's go with that setup for him and ooh, okay, this is gonna be a tough one. Ooh, that's perfect. I think that works. Yes, let's go. Ooh, the gearbox is shot. Yeah, the gearbox is fucked. Honestly. Let's go on a new gearbox. We know we can make it with 4 gearboxes. Ooh, that's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough one. Just have to see. Alright. There is no confidence in both drivers. Let's just send them out. We're gonna let them do laps and we'll just see how they hold up. Because I don't think...
Follow your delta, stay negative.
Hulkenberg is very headstrong, but... Yeah, this track is just not great for us. Okay. If we get out of Q1, it's gonna be a miracle. We're gonna need a miracle to get out of Q1. I will do Break Par Ferme if Gabriel Bordello is last, because then
Yellow flag here.
might as well, right? We might as well, is what I would think, because Mercedes is struggling, huh? That's wild to see that.
We're currently in P18.
Hulkenberg does not improve.
Alright.
Okay, starting 19th and 20th. We're gonna edit that setup. We're starting last anyway. We might as well do a pit lane start with both drivers. McLaren 1-2. McLaren is looking on rails to win the championship. Hardy Behrman in 10th. Wow, okay. That's pretty cool to see. Actually. Let's take a look. So Hulkenberg is almost there. Yeah, I know. We're just going to edit that setup a tad. Might be slightly better. Ooh, okay, it's getting close. That might be a 90% setup, honestly. Ooh, medium soft soft for Hulkenberg. Soft medium hard for Gabriel Bortoleto. Medium hard hard seems like not an option. Medium hard soft might be the play here, honestly. And then maybe even go like so. And go that, like that. That might actually, that's literally the reverse of the strategy, more or less. But we start on the mediums, then go on the hards, and then finish on the softs. Don't you have a faster strat? I mean, that's the only other option, huh? Okay, let's get into it. Let's see what we can do.
Great to have you with us, folks. As we said, the excitement is building here in Shanghai.
Okay. Can we get this done?
And it's
I don't know.
lights out, and away we go.
We're time for the pit lane, as you can see. And we are here.
We are P19.
We are P19. No shit.
Hulkenberg now behind.
Yeah. 56 lap to go. No shit. Isn't like, why are you doing a debrief in the middle of a start of a race? Are you okay? Are you okay, Chan? Bortoleto is just not showing the pace you expect him to at his current level. Okay, everyone's on mediums or softs. There's only Russell who is on hard, starting in 9th. Yeah, I think we're gonna struggle here to get anywhere close to these guys. Okay, Duan has a lockup. We get a little closer now. Yeah, Borletto is struggling. Like, a lot. There we go. Hulkenberg has caught up to Hajar and overtaken Hajar. And has left Hajar in the dust. Let's go. Keep it going. Okay, we're now on absolutely old tires. We're gonna push now. And we're gonna see if we can make it all the way with that hard tire run. I'm gonna do the hard tire run now. We're waiting for Hulkenberg to pit, but in a scenario that Antonelli gets fast lap of the race, Mercedes has the first round of pit stops. Being down in... Okay, 18th and 20th, not looking great. This is absolutely terrible. Ooh. If we get anywhere close to up there, it's gonna be a struggle. It's gonna be a struggle. Yeah, it's absolutely gonna be a struggle. Let's go for a deploy mode with good shit. Alright, it's not looking too bad, actually.
Oh dear, that's not a good stop.
Yeah, it's not looking great. Okay.
Could be debris.
There's a yellow flag now.
Ooh. Okay, Behrman and Hajar had
There's a VSC.
with 10 laps to go.
Copy.
Ocon crashed out for a second race in a season in the 2 races. Oof. Okay. That's not great.
VSC ending.
Copy. Okay.
Okay. Are we gonna get anywhere close? Okay, just go aggressive. Just go for it. Burn those tires, bud. Burn them.
Need the maximum level of liftoff.
Yes.
How does Bortoleto not get Behrman, who has damage? Okay,
With
that's...
the race wrapped up, the salvage...
that makes no sense. The least you could do is get him within 5 seconds of him, but okay. Alright, that's sad to see, but Oscar Piastri wins 2 races on the bounce and 2 fastest laps on the bounce as well. Max Verstappen gets 1 sprint win and 1 sprint pole. It's Oscar Piastri versus Max Verstappen in 2025 at the moment, and it's McLaren versus Ferrari versus Red Bull. Okay. It's not looking great, but our pit stops are getting there. 3rd and 6th, 2 cars in the fastest pit stop championship, up there in 4th place. We're getting there. We are getting consistent with these pit stops. Might have been a good shout to do it the way I did, actually. Jonathan Wheatley goes up a rating overall. That's nice to see. We're still at 35 mil. We should probably go and take a look at facilities. 11 days and our factory will be completed. A team hub. Let's build a team hub as a way to do that, and upgrade the race simulator as a way to get some thing going, and tour center because we want to be able to perform at a high level. Jesus Christ, my phone. You guys ever have that? Your phone has been turned off for like the whole time, and then suddenly you get like, as you get like an insane level of notifications, and the notification I just got, for those of you that care, Laura Muller becomes F1's first female race engineer as Haas confirmed key personnel with Ocon. So she's going to be the race engineer for Ocon. That's wild. Okay, that's cool. Look at Haas paving the way for everything. I'm not gonna lie. Ayo Komatsu has been just absolutely amazing when it comes to just doing things that Haas never really did. Or F1 never really did. Haas has just become the breeding ground for rebel. Just rebel. Essentially, that's what that means. That's what they're kind of making it seem like. I mean, that's beautiful to see that. I mean, just in general, the amount of engineers that we have to deal with, it's good. It's nice to see. Maybe Haas should take a leaf out of their book and get the first female race engineer here. But anyway, let's take a look at what we perhaps can or should do. Let's go into front wing, because I believe that's where we are losing out the most. Maybe we put in another 3.3. put it in a 3.4 and 37. Yeah, let's put a 37 there. And go like so. And just push performance. And just push the performance. Just push performance. That does put us 5 places up in the front wing department. But one thing that we need to kind of keep an eye on is maybe just not accept defeat and just go fuck it. Tire preservation, suspension. Leave it to the suspension to deal with all the tire preservation improvement and go with 31 plus. I think that might be the best option. And do we want to do intense here? Does leave us still with 114 million in terms of cost cap. Let's go with intense. It'll gain us improvement in the long run. Let's focus on... Maybe we just go again. We'll put in 20. We'll put the last half of our R&D there, and we go just tire preservation and accept that we are probably going to be regaining our composure, and we also go intense on that. I mean, 0.4 already gets us 2 positions. That's nice to see. So that keeps us about in the 1.1 million range. And let's just go with the one guy doing that. I like it as it is, and let's increase the amount of people we have there. And in there as well. Get our chassis and sidebar done ASAP, and then we'll move on and see what we can do. No, we'll pay the overtime. Fuck it, let's go. Let's make it work. Let's get it done. I think that's the main important thing here. If you're liking this so far, let me know in the comments or in the chat if you're watching this live. Because I think... Let's manufacture our rear wing. We should have probably done this earlier. We should probably make this into 3 because we're probably not going to make it otherwise. And chassis and suspension, I think we're okay for now. I'd rather prioritize emergency manufacturing over anything else, I think. The factory has been upgraded, which means... Boom! Alright. You know what, 3. I think 3 is okay with chassis and suspension and side pod. Because we can't... I'd rather do emergency upgrades there. Let's not aim too high. Let's keep it going for the 3rd round in Suzuka. Suzuka is going to be a track where we are supposed to perform well. I don't know if both drivers can perform well. We're going to use the old component there because there is some level of that makes me feel like we should probably get that done. Ooh, we already got that done. Let's run with that. Not edit the setup way too much. That might work. That might work. Let's simulate that as well. And how we doing? 74 and 90. Great stuff. That might be 90 as well. Let's run with that. And boop. What do we have? What do we have?
Is coming up. And the
Come on. Let's take a look. Results. FP1. Arthur Leclerc running the wets. Was it raining at some point? Seems so. Gabriel Borello. 11/15th and 11/15th. Ooh, that's a nice sight to see. Borletto is picking up the pace a little bit. Do we want to prioritize performance or do we want to prioritize everything else? Okay, we're gonna accept that. Traction is not great, but I'm okay with that. Let's get into qualifying and see what we can do.
Second to the green.
Borletto is the one to go out first this time around. Then Hulkenberg. Oh, that's the first time I'm seeing that. Radio is bad. I can't hear you very well.
Radio check on pit exit.
Ooh, Hulkenberg.
Slow in, follow your delta.
Hulkenberg finding the time. That's a nice sight to see. Alright, let's see if Hulkenberg can improve on that time.
We need the fast in lap.
Let's see if we can hinder people a little bit. Are we gonna get time to do an improvement lap? Didn't need it, but we did it, which is nice to see that we made it out with both drivers. George Russell is out in Q1. That's surprising. Lando Norris was almost out in Q1. Verstappen, in the end, pulled it back and got it through. Both RBs are through, Isaac Hadjar and... That's a nice sight to see. Alright, let's put them there. And let's go into qualifying. We have the toughest part is being completed.
Okay, it's green now.
Alright.
We're currently P2.
No, P3.
Place. Slow in.
Okay, mate.
Ooh. Old set of tires looking. We're gonna go here and here. Okay. If we can beat both If we can beat both Mercedes cars, I will be happy. Although chances that we do so, very low. Bortoletto does not improve much.
We are P10.
How is it looking?
Yeah, Bortoletto got shafted, I think.
So we're currently in
He did not improve by much.
box this lap and cool the engine.
Copy.
Hey, we got into Q2! Sorry, into Q3 with Hulkenberg now. That's good to see. Although we're probably gonna drop like a stone in the main race. We beat both Mercedes cars with at least one driver. Yuki Tsunoda is absolutely on rails. It's wild to see that, if I do say so myself. Yuki Tsunoda, I mean, you guys know what I feel like about Yuki Tsunoda being skipped for the Red Bull seat that now Lawson, who is right now ahead of Hulkenberg, got. Yeah, a second quicker than Lawson. The Aston Martins are on rails in this round, actually. The Aston Martin is doing incredibly well. Was an improvement, at least. Verstappen takes pole again. Oscar Piastri in P2. Oscar Piastri is probably going to win that race. Not going to lie. The fact of the matter is, he's so far won every race. Main race of the season. He's leading the championship by a considerable margin. What? A soft medium? Are you having a laugh, mate? Are you serious? Is that actually that much quicker? You know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Soft, medium, soft is the quickest strategy. Yeah, soft, medium, soft is the best strategy. So we're going to go with it. We're gonna reduce the fuel by 1 lap because I think we will make it. And let's see what we can do.
Well then, it's not long until we get ready. It's the Japanese Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Okay. Almost everyone's running the softs. Let's go aggressive with Gabriel Bortoletto. Okay. Hulkenberg is holding his own for the most part. He's staying in 12th, which is nice to see. And he's actually catching Hajar, because Hajar seems to have been I think a lot of drivers are going to be doing a medium hard strategy. He's in 11th. He's caught Hajar. Antonelli is dropping away a little bit.
Confirm.
Yeah.
Keep us posted on how the tires feel.
Let's go with hards. My strategy has changed a little bit. Let's go with hards. If I go mediums now, I will
And what's that?
come out in 13th. And realistically, I can go...
I don't see my temps.
Tires at the moment are on low side.
What do you think about the tire temps?
And try to keep the temperatures up on these tires.
Yeah, I think we're gonna run him a little harder on this. And you too. We're gonna run you a little harder, Hulkenberg, because you are going to try and get up there where Antonelli is. Maybe get some points for us this time around. Because we're gonna have a struggle season for a while. For at least the beginning part. Alright, there we go. You've caught Antonelli. We have caught Antonelli. Uh-oh.
VNC.
Well, that's,
Follow the data.
Copy.
that's unfortunate.
VNC ending.
Copy.
Alright, I think we can keep with signs for the most part at the moment. We should be able to keep with signs and then overtake him. Let's take a look at where is signs. You're on softs now with 15 laps to go. The last one stint I did was 19 laps. But I do not have tires that will last that long. So, here's another strategy. That's another strategy. Okay. Go maximum attack with this man. Hardly a shot. Come on. Get Hajar. Perfect. Come on. Get signs. Let's go. Kamehameha. What? 12th is probably the most I can do.
No overtake now.
Yeah.
Lando Norris wins it. He's first
Oh,
over.
come on. Get me 11th. Come on. Oh, come on. No? No? No. Oh, that's sad. God damn it. Oh, that's just unfortunate. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Was a good job for your side, a solid race.
It was a solid race. Absolutely.
Now, wasn't that a disastrous day for the Sauber driver?
Yeah. Bortoleto had a tough day, but oh my god. We were close. So close, but yet so far. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sad to see, but it is what it is. Oh. Alright, time to take a look at what got destroyed. Everything. Good to see that. That's nice to see. We're gonna go with one. No. We're not gonna manufacture anything for now. Because a chassis comes in 1 day. Which means if we're gonna do anything in terms of instant upgrades, we're gonna go like so. Alright, first things first, we're gonna replace the stuff that was broken. Alright, so what? We're gonna replace that as well, because that's completely shot. That's also completely shot, and that's completely shot. Whew, okay. Next, important. Take a look at what we need to replace. Okay. What do we have new of? Side pod and chassis. So do we need to replace side pod or chassis on this one? Side pod? No. We probably need to manufacture 4 of these. We're gonna rush that. And we're gonna get that done. Next is chassis. We're gonna manufacture 3 rushed. Or 3 emergency. 2 emergency and 1 rushed. That might be for the best. And 1 at a normal speed. Okay. And then suspension. We're fucked. Okay. Rear wing is on its way. Which is good to see that. Okay. Ooh, alright. Okay. We're gonna upgrade the underfloor next. With the last bit of our research. Aha! Let's see what we can do there. Alright, that gets us more performance. That loses only 1 position there. Gets us 6 positions. What does that put us? Puts us 7th? He's 4th best in high speed. Damn, okay. We're gonna rush that one. For that 500,000, gets us a bit of a cracked What does this get us? I mean, it gets us some performance increase, right? And DRS delta. I mean, what are we even doing here, right? Like, what are we doing here? Are we trying to just make sure that we get performance in every aspect, or are we trying to... Let's not do that with no R&D. Let's just keep it going. Let's go into the 10-day mark and then see what we can do. Let's keep it standard there. There we go. We get another 3 million when we go into sponsors. And we should be able to get the most of them done with our affiliate drivers. There we go. There we go. That's good. As it stands, we're 10th. But we have a few things that are on their way to being completed. Go to car parts, and we'll go to suspension, and we'll manufacture 2. 1 will be rushed of it. Good stuff. So we should be fine there. Alright. Okay, our race simulator is completed. And it's going to be a major technical overhaul for the 2026 speculations, which means we're going to vote for a complete overhaul. We're just going to go for it. It's going to be an overhaul of everything. That's going to be 70% rear wing, which means most of our R&D we will put into rear wing. Our goal is to upgrade the car so often there is nothing left. Okay, time to go here and install the chassis and the side pod. This gets us into a position where we are now realistically going to be fighting for a bit more than what we expected, because look at this. 5th best in high speed right now. That means we're the 3rd best car on the grid in high speed. 4th in medium and 7th in low speed. But with this underfloor kit, we get +3, -2. With this, we get +5, +2, so we stay 7th, and +1. That goes +4, which means it puts us as the best car in high speed and 5th best in low speed. And then suspension goes up 1 as well, which means we are going to be one of the better cars on the grid. Overall. Let's just keep it going. We're now in Bahrain. And now...
Welcome to Bahrain.
And it's time to see what we can do. And this will be the last race of this stream. We stream for 2 hours. I think that's a good time to stop. Stop. Okay. We're gonna revert back to these damaged components. Yes. Doesn't make sense, but we're in practice, so we might as well do that. Let's simulate that. What do we have? It's not great, but it can be improved. And there we go. That's an improvement, most likely. And that should be an improvement, most likely. And what do we have? Please tell me it's a 90%. 90% for him, but not for him. Okay. That might be a very good setup. And there we have it. FP1, 2, and 3 have now been completed. And what is our setup? What's our setup looking like? I don't really know. Not yet, at least. 96 and 97. Beautiful shit. Let's leave it at that. Fuck it. Right? Let's fucking leave it at that. One thing that we will do, though, is revert to these components, and with you we'll go to that one as well. And let's start qualifying.
Green light.
Wow, okay. Good shit. Let's see what he can do.
Radio check.
Yeah, it's okay.
Radio check, loud and clear. Over the line, more charge, more charge.
We're within 3/10 of
Now you're
Norris.
Delta.
Okay.
That was a really good lap.
What?
You could cool the engine.
Copy that.
Hulkenberg, what did you do? That's looking crazy.
We are now P11.
Are we gonna get through with a guy in the top 10?
Mode end. Mode end.
Copy, copy.
Antonelli's out in Q1. Both Alpines are out. I don't even know what to think here. This is going to become a very crazy season. I feel like we might actually get a wild ride. We're in for a wild ride this race, I think. It's going to be one hell of a race, guys. Let's keep it going. Let's see what we can do. Because I feel like we can, realistically...
Okay, green light.
Yeah, we're right behind Hajar, but that might not be good for Hulkenberg, because Hulkenberg might actually, realistically, for once, have a faster car
Mode
than
ends
Hajar.
to help with the fuel. Stay negative in the delta.
Okay, Hulkenberg was within 2/10 of Bortoletto.
Try to push during the in lap.
I think we're not gonna make it into Q3. or at least I severely doubt it.
More charge and bombs.
Purple third sector!
Copy.
Oh boy.
How's it looking? Okay, copy.
Hulkenberg set a purple third sector. Oh my lord. Okay. He's within 4. I want to fault Gabby to that he didn't make it into Q3, but like 3/10 to Alonso is like, how is Lance Stroll getting a better run than anyone else? That's crazy. I refuse to believe that that is even remotely possible.
Okay, green.
Hulkenberg first guy down track. Alright, time to see what Norris and Hulkenberg can do with each other. Hulkenberg in 8th. Let's fucking go. Oh, wow. He was within 2. What the fuck is Oscar Piastri on? Oscar Piastri is literally just walking the championship. Imagine that happens in real life. I doubt it, but what the scenes would absolutely be insane. The scenes would be wild.
The anticipation is,
Okay.
and this is
I
it.
think we're gonna get our first points here. That might be a good way to end off the stream or video, however you are watching this.
And it's
If you're watching this as a
lights out,
video,
and away we
let me know
go.
what you guys think. You want me to do this more often or not? If you're watching this as a stream, why not join in for next time if this is something up your alley. Okay, so the car in 1 lap pace is now great, but needs some work in terms of pure performance, it seems. There we go. Time to move forward.
I did a mistake.
Try your best to hang in there.
It's okay, Gabby. First 4 races of the season, you are absolutely in your right to not worry about the car much. Okay. 14-15 might be the best we can do, actually. Our DRS effectiveness needs to go up. So next upgrade, rear wing DRS effectiveness. I think that's the main thing we're gonna focus on. Although everyone else is on softs, and our tire wear is absolutely much better. Even Gabby's tire wear is.
Big contact. Sure.
Everything is ready.
Copy.
We. Hulkenberg didn't crash, but it seems that Hulkenberg did suffer because of it. Alright. Hulkenberg wasn't the one to crash, but he did suffer because of it.
Okay.
Uh-huh. It's time to go on to the softs. And... a lot of guys are on the softs as well. But we have better softs than the most of them. And crucially, we might actually be able to move forward, if anything. Yeah, I'm giving Gabriel Borletto a chance in every aspect here. Come on, get us some points, guys. We want points to end off the stream. That might be for the best.
Our window is open.
Okay. Running, not really in the points just yet, but we're close to it. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Come on. Ah. Okay.
I'm okay.
Copy.
Oh, turn 13. 15 is we might not even get points here. Yeah, we're probably not getting points. If we, by some miracle, get points, I will... I don't even know what I'll do. You guys think of something? I will do that. If we get points. Yeah, I think I'll do anything you guys want me to if I get points now. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, but okay.
P14 was good.
It was a good job from our side, but
The race wraps up.
just a bit of a mistake from both drivers. But it's Sad to see that that's our level right now, but okay. But what can ya do? We're not too far away from the top standings in terms of the fastest pit stops, but we could have had better ones. There's no mistakes. There's just slow pits. One decent pit stop, and the others were slow. Unfortunately, we didn't get points in our first stream, but with 4 races down and a bunch more to go, and let's take a look at the results before we leave. It's a major rear wing change instead of a overhaul, but that's okay. It's nice to see that we are where we are, and with that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next stream, video, or anything else. Thank you for watching. Peace out, and get out of here.